Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Enphase I haven't talked about them for a while, maybe if ever here on the channel. It seems like I talked about them once, and I'll show you why I talked about them. This is Enphase. It's ticker ENPH. Here you can look at what they've done over the past year. Actually, I'd like to look at the 5-year. Because this is just insane. Right about in here, and I'll show you in a moment, I think is kind of where I had some shares in the $5 range. We'll take a look at it, but that is just incredible. Up over 16,880% in the past 5 years. In the last year, it's actually down, which is amazing, 0.88%. In the last 3 months, it's that's been a good buy, up over 22.89%. In the last month, it's down over 27%. Here in the last week, it's just been kind of up and down, basically trading sideways. And here's a look at today. If you don't know much about this one, feel free to pause and read over this. It's the market and sale of microinverter systems for the solar photovoltaic industry. I don't know how I first heard about this one, but I did buy some shares and sell them. I'll show you here in a moment, and then you'll say what an idiot. Founded in 2006, volume of 1.19 million, average volume of 2.48 million, with a $25.20 billion market cap. 52-week low of $108.80 and a high of $282.46, and it's currently at 186. Not too bad of ratings on this one at a 68% buy. And here's a look at the earnings. Next is expected on February 8th after hours. So right now it's at 186. We'll just call it $187. And look at what I did. I still had a good return, but nothing like I should have held it. So 3 years ago in August, I bought some for $5.42, $5.37, $5.05. Even if you bought them for $10, back then you'd made a killing. And another 5 shares at $4.97. Sold at $23.64. And I don't really do stop limits all that much, so I don't know why I did that. And then I had this one, another 5 at $23. So I made roughly $17, $18 times 10, maybe $160 to $180 profit. I didn't do the math, but it's just crazy. It's that I sold those. I don't know why I did. I think I didn't know much about the company. It was just trading. It was like, oh, there's a good profit, and so I sold them. Who knows? You can say what a dumbass in the comments. I don't care, but I mean, I can say what a dumbass, but I mean, that would have been a good profit if I had kept them, and even sold them at $100. It'd been a lot better off. But that's one I sold way too early. So Bing over here showing this one as a buy. I tend to look at this one every once in a while, and then I kick myself because I remember I sold them so cheap. But and this has got a 1-year price target of $260.92. This is dated here on the 24th, so last Friday. Enphase Energy on buyout spree acquires 365 Pronto. Recently announced that it acquired 365 Pronto, a predictive software platform enabling a two-sided marketplace. Simplifies the clean tech service landscape by matching clean tech asset owners to a local and on-demand workforce of service providers. Here goes over some of the benefits of the deal. The deal will allow Enphase installers to service their own operations and maintenance contracts, besides providing access to a nationwide qualified supplemental labor pool that can perform service calls during severe labor crisis within the industry. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. Enphase's other efforts continues boosting its existing operations by making inorganic efforts. In November, Enphase announced the deal to acquire Clipper Creek, a provider of electric vehicle charging solutions. The deal is subject to regulatory approvals and customary closing conditions, expected to reach completion by 12/30 of 2021. So here in 2-3 days. So I think I got into this one because I was into a bunch of solar. I'm still into a bunch of solar stocks, just not this particular one. So they enjoy a strong position as a leading U.S. manufacturer of microinverter. Enphase revolutionized the solar industry by pioneering semiconductor-based microinverter. Also enjoys a valuable position in the solar market by manufacturing fully integrated solar plus storage solutions. Global boom in the battery storage market. Battery storage system market is expected to reach $12.1 billion, seeing a CAGR of 32.8 by 2025. So it's all looking to grow. And I definitely should have kept this one, but to reap the benefits of robust growth in the battery storage market, other solar players, namely SolarEdge, SEDG, which I've talked about, Sunrun, which I have, used to be Vivint Solar, and Canadian Solar CSIQ, are increasingly deploying capital to this space. So SolarEdge StoreEdge battery storage system helps meet energy demands with less or cheaper electricity. Sedge recently strengthened its presence in the United States by launching SolarEdge Energy Bank residential battery. And kind of a lot of good information here, so I'm just going to slowly scroll through this. Sunrun's Brightbox, solar battery storage system, comes with a top-notch innovation in lithium-ion battery technology. Run is one of the prominent battery storage companies in the United States, and I still have Sunrun. I was trading Vivint Solar $5-6 range, and then it just kept running up to $40-50, so I just kept it. I still have Sunrun. It's came down quite a bit since I first had it, but still have it, so still in the green on that one. Unlike Enphase, I sold it, so stupid move. Enphase currently carries a ZAC ranks of hold, the complete list, strong buy. And moving on here, Enphase Energy starts shipping IQ8 microinverters. This is dated on Monday the 20th. Enphase Energy starts shipping IQ8 microinverters. This is dated on Monday the 27th. Global Energy, a technology company and world's leading supplier of microinverter-based solar and battery systems, today announced that it has started production shipments of IQ8 microinverters for customers in North America. We are pleased to deliver our customers the all-in-one Enphase system powered by software-defined IQ8 solar microinverters. We began piloting the product in the third quarter of 2021 with select installers, and the feedback has been great. Homeowners not only get the backup power with sunlight, but also have the flexibility to add more solar or batteries in the future as their needs change. It comes in 4 different configurations. So again, quite a bit of information in here. You can go to Yahoo Finance and find that information. Shares sold by New York State Common Retirement Fund. This is dated here on the 28th. So the New York State Common Retirement Fund trimmed its stake in shares in ENPHASEENERGY by 1.6% during the third quarter. According to the company, in the most recently Form 13F filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the firm owned 208,017 shares of the semiconductor company's stock after selling 3,300 shares during the period. The New York State Common Retirement Fund owned about 0.15% of ENPHASEENERGY, worth $31,196,000 as of the most recently filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission. So it might do something to the price, might lower it. You see institutions selling shares all the time. I don't like to see it a lot, but always makes me question the value of the stock or the company, but you always don't know if institutions are just making a profit or just moving their money, or if they know something that we don't know. It just makes you speculate on too many different levels. At least it does me. But again, if you don't know much about ENPHASEENERGY, you can read through that information. But very interesting company. Still on fire this week, and this is dated here today on the 28th. The price closed higher on Monday, December 27th, jumping 0.28% above the previous close. Here's a look at the price action. Fluctuated between $184.62 and $191. Taking into account the 52-week price action, we note the stock hit a 52-week high of $282.46 and a 52-week low of $108.88. Stock subtract 26.03% on its value in the past month. So even if you had bought in at the 108, and it still had a great return. Even better than the return that I had, which I should have never sold this one. I never stopped believing in you. 64% isn't stable. It will drop. It is now up over 21,000 in 3 years. You could say I'm a little resentful about it. $4.65. That's about where I was buying it. Over here on StockTwits, currently at 186.79, with a 52-week low of 108.88, a 52-week high of 282.46, and a $25.3 billion market cap. Unusual option activity alerted on 187.50 call expiring on 121.22, worth $35,000. Check out. It's interesting. When to buy key support levels. Be nice if we somehow drop to 160 or less by the time my next direct deposit hits. Green close. Huge conviction on buyer's side. Enphase made me a millionaire, and it will get me a multi-millionaire in the next 2 years. Holy buck. Absolutely beautiful when it close. Well, I could have made my million, but I sold it too early. And MSN Money is showing it as a buy. And here on Tip Ranks, currently at 186.79 with a strong buy. Out of 16 ratings, 14 are showing it as a buy with a 42% upside to 266.13, high of 313, low of 180. So if you have Enphase, go ahead and list that in the comments. Any other information about this one that you might have that we could share. And if there's any other stocks out there that you want to have me take a look at, I will do my best to make a video on those. And if you have any of Enphase, go ahead and list that in the comments along with your cost basis, especially if you have it at the $4 or $5 or $6 or even $10. It'd be impressive. And still holding it, unlike I did. And if you haven't smashed the like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.